Hello and welcome back to PlayStation Access. I'm Rosie and with me is lovely Rob.
Hello.
Hello. And this right in front of us is Judgment. Now, Rob, I don't believe you know anything about this game, do you?
I know very little about it other than it's some kind of Yakuza spin-off.
It is indeed, and because of that, I personally am very, very excited. It's a Yakuza spin-off. It's basically a lot of people are saying that it's a cross between Yakuza as well as Phoenix Wright, which have become two of my favourite...
Is there any game that could be more up your alley than this?
Exactly. I mean, I'm just so excited for this, but we've only so far seen a few trailers and everything like that, so I just pretty much wanted to explain what we know about this game so far for people such as you, Rob, who have no idea why a lot of people...
For fools like me.
Yes. Who have no idea what it is. So basically, the game starts off, your character is called Takayuki Yagami, and he is a defense attorney, and he's just done this amazing case where everyone thought that the culprit was definitely guilty, and you managed to pull it out of the bag. So you've just done this fantastic case, and you're a defense attorney because your father was one until he was murdered.
And now everything's on fire.
Yes, because a few months later, the client who you defended and got the non-guilty verdict for, he was accused of setting his flat on fire and also killing his girlfriend, and he's been found guilty.
So he was a bad person after all.
Well, that's the thing. You've been claimed as a fraud, and you've been known as the person who let the killer escape for all these years, and 3 years later, you gave up the defense attorney job basically straight after that, and you're now a private detective. And you do...
Who looks really cool now, and
He
is probably
does.
going to kick loads of people on the street.
Pretty much, yeah. So usually you do like loads of little small cases, but there has been...
I don't like things happening to eyes, Rosie.
Well, there's been a series of murders recently, a big series of murders by a potential killer known as the Mole, and that's this guy over here.
Oh, he looks terrifying.
I know, and people have been brutally murdered, and they're all missing their eyes.
Oh my God.
So they, like, your defense attorney, your old job basically, they seem to think that it could link to the case that destroyed your career 3 years ago. So that's why they're like, look, we know that you really do small cases and get evidence, but, you know, you've got to look into this. But you're not really going to be doing it alone, because you've also got Masahiro Kaito, who's this guy over here, and he's an old Yakuza member. And now he's just like an everyday civilian. He used to be in the Matsugune family, which for Yakuza, like people who know Yakuza, that's a Tojan clan sub-family.
Right.
So he's going to be helping you out. And like there's just so many cool things already that's been shown that you can do in it. So a big thing you're going to be doing in this game is, for example, finding evidence. So you're going to be looking around areas, using a little drone to pick up little clues. And I really like this feature. Like,
so there's some proper detective style stuff going on here.
Yeah, proper detective stuff. So you can look for people in the streets.
Look how casually he's blending in there.
That's a beautiful thing. And then when you do have your culprit, you've got like these little sneaking moments, which isn't in Yakuza at all. So for me right now, this is feeling like a much more action, like packed sort of mystery puzzle solver of a Yakuza game. Because also you can wear disguises, multiple different kinds, in order to, you know, sneak your way into places, break in, you know, casually do that.
I mean, it's probably going to sound very ignorant of me, but this looks like Yakuza crossed with Hitman.
Yeah, I mean,
really cool. So is the story like linked to the Yakuza series? Like, will I have to have played the Yakuza games to understand what's going on here? Or can I just jump straight in with this if I want?
As far as I'm aware, you won't have to. It's just set in the same universe. So both Yakuza and Judgment, they take place in Kamurocho. I don't know if Judgment is going to take you to other districts in Tokyo or anything like that, but so far they've both emphasized that also little Phoenix Wright reference there.
That's like just like Phoenix Wright.
I know, which is why I'm so excited. But so far it's pretty much... so it's in the same universe as Yakuza, but I don't know if there's going to be maybe a cheeky character cameo from the Yakuza series or anything like that. As far as I'm aware, this is just its own spin-off game.
Just in terms of the look, it looks like I'm watching a Yakuza game. So anyone who's a fan of the Yakuza series is going to feel instantly at home playing this, I would imagine.
It feels like it, but also kind of like a lot more fast-paced. Like, for example, you see all these chase sequences you've had.
Yeah.
And there's loads of fun little details you can do with the camera. You can take pictures, and the better picture you take, the more yen you earn. But one thing that is very similar to Yakuza, and I was very happy about this, is the fighting style. So you've played a little bit of Yakuza, haven't you, Rob?
I've played most of Yakuza 4.
Okay.
Absolutely loved it. And yeah, the fighting. This looks like it. Yeah. Wow. I mean, that's.
So you remember how over the top you had heat actions for This
looks even cooler.
It's still got. It looks like we've still got the same kind of battle modes. You had like beast mode and rush mode in, I know, Yakuza Kiwami. I'm not sure if it's the same as in other Yakuza games yet.
Where's he learned to fight like this? I thought he was a defense attorney and now he's a private investigator.
Well, when his father was murdered, he was actually picked up by head of a Yakuza family.
I see.
Which is probably why he's learned all of these, few fighting styles. And
oh my god, look at all these mini games.
Yes, and just like in Yakuza, you can go and play loads of arcade games and get really over the top action-based. Look at all this fun action. And this is just if you don't want to, solve crime or do any murder mystery stuff like that. So
a little jaunt down the arcade and then fly kick 3 men in the face.
Oh, exactly. So that is pretty much everything we know about Judgment so far. It looks a lot more sort of like speedy, action-paced, but also has a lot more of a mystery to it. I'm very excited for it, especially since I'm a huge fan of Yakuza as well as Phoenix Wright. I can't wait to point out contradictions that you can do with evidence. That was in the footage earlier.
I mean, this looks like, if I had to build a dream game for you, Rosie, it would probably look a little bit like this.
This is why everything Judgment related, I'm like, oh my god, Rob, it's Judgment. You don't understand. And it's great as well because whilst I'm waiting to play the other Yakuza games, I can play this one. I'm going to play this one in between them.
Oh, the mole's good at fighting as well.
Yes.
Maybe he's a former Yakuza member. If he can fight like that.
Think of that. I really didn't think of that.
That's just a theory, by the way. That's
Rob's theory.
That's Rob's theory.
But yes, this has been Judgment. It is coming to the PlayStation 4 on the 25th of June this year. 21st, you can get like a pre-order edition if you'd like to. I am very excited about it. Ryoga Kotoku, I think, have just done an awesome job with it so far. And I really hope you guys are excited for it as well. And if not, I hope I've sold you on it at least. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. And hit that notification bell so that you stay up to date with the world of PlayStation. Thank you very much for watching.
For the players.